Hello beans, I'm a Roy. Shall have a man labelled Roy Thomas Down, and I'm just doing some breakfast. Yeah, I thought I was going to go and do my ablutions, and I thought I'd have a chat while I was cooking. This is take 2. Yeah, I want to talk about money, and I want to talk about truth. I've just posted, I keep posting stuff, sorry. I keep posting stuff. Posted something this morning, again on karmic law and forgiveness. Remember that the only job you have is to forgive yourself. Whatever you've done, whether you're a murderer, a thief, an abuser, doesn't matter what you are, it's understand how you became that in this incarnation, and understand the truth in your own perfection. That was your original design when laid down in the womb, so to speak. And so you then move away from that as you become influenced by the womb, your mother, your father, and grandparents, friends and family. So all these things influence you, your perceptions, the level of love you feel within that you're receiving, and what you feel is what you know to be, and then ultimately what you see. So very simply, if you are of a mind to embrace the truth about yourself, then you're going to have lots of shit coming up in different ways that you deal with. Yeah, you find forgiveness within yourself. You relieve yourself of the burden of that untruth. It's very simple. So, that's all you've got to do. That's just your simple job. Once you've done that, then it's just a question of finding your place in the world to be as you want to be, doing what you want to do, expressing yourself as you want to express. And when you're free of all other distractions, the untruth, that's when your appreciation of all divine form becomes so different, because you can see the radiance of love in everything, in every aspect of divine creation. So let's talk about money. I've written a poem about money, Charlie's poem, and that's all about the eradication of money, removal of money. And it sounds like an absolute nonsense, doesn't it? It's, you know, it's like all this stuff you talk of, Roy, where the fuck do you get it from? And it's like, well, it's just the way it should be, according to my belief. What is money? Well, as you perceive it, it's power. You know, look at any billionaire, and if you take away their money, what are they? They're just the same as us. If you look at anyone in authority and you take away that notion of authority, who are they? Well, they're just the same as us. If you look at anyone that is perceived of a high office, if you take away that office, there is no difference between you and them. This is the equality that needs to re-establish itself for the peace of mind of all concerned, because the distractions and the errors found from the cheating of self is just based on ego, isn't it? It's an error in egoic reference, because the true ego is the self of Christ mind, and there is only one, you know? There's only one truth. And how can Christ's mind be fractionated into all these different ideas of self? Oh fuck, I mean, look at what I've created as God, because we are God, you know, the Holy Trinity, the whole Trinity, the three in one as a whole thing, that which is the force of creation, you know, that initial spark, the power to create, more accurately. The direction of the creation is Christ's mind. That's the choice being. And the medium of delivering the choice based on the given power to create is the whole Spirit. And it's the Spirit that's evident, yeah, as love. Here we see it as light love. Originally it's love light. Yeah? It's the love which is the vibration, the focused vibration across all, that ultimately delivers every possibility. If we take away money, then what we're left with is ease. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes. That's what it is. I've done a website called truthlovehappiness.com, and if you're in Australia, around the Brisbane area, you could come and see me. We could talk. If anyone wants to talk, we can talk. Don't be afraid of me. I'm here to help. I'm just sharing truth. That's all. That's all I'm doing. And I'll continue to do it. The bottom line is, if I went to a point of passing as a choice, which isn't apparent at the moment, because I'm thinking to myself, well, let's just keep going for the crack. It doesn't matter, because I am everywhere. So whatever I choose to come to fruition is realised now, without exception. Your karmic journey changes the moment you say enough. I resonate with that truth. That shell of a man labelled Roy Thomas Dow, who's delivering this weird, wonderful truth, challenging my concept of comfort, thinking that someone called Jesus Christ is going to come back and take away the responsibility and do all the fucking work for me. I mean, don't be a twat. In the nicest possible way. Wake up to the truth. And the truth is that you do as you please. All right? Karmic balance is found around you, in the sense of it doesn't have to be within to you, it can be around you. Yeah, I mentioned today in the document I shared on YouTube and LinkedIn, not on YouTube, on LinkedIn and Facebook and X, and it pertained to the idea of children being infected, as it were, with the truth. You know, if you're not whole, then that distortion is apparent to whoever is within your field of reference and their field of reference. You know, that merging of two. God, you know, it's like, oh, doesn't feel that nice in here, does it? That vibe. Yeah. Distortions in comfort. Distortions in true ease. Anyway, a world without money is really simple. When people realise it's the idea of, well, I need so little to be in truth, I don't need. I've said it before, the most powerful person in the world is the person that has no need, because they recognise the one truth, which means they are all powerful, all knowing, all present. Yes, and it's the delusion of self that delivers the greed. Yeah? If you die and leave billions of dollars, what good did it do you? You cannot take it with you because it's not a part of reality. I challenge all religion. Religion in any shape or form is not apparent in truth. It's not apparent in heaven. And if you want to put death threats on me, do it. I don't give a shit. It makes never mind. It's just your expression of discomfort. I don't like what you're saying. I stop saying it. Why? It's truth. I share truth. Any discomfort in what I express, in the sense of you receiving it, is your discomfort based on your truth. That's the catalyst. Highlighting to you this ease in error found. Understand it, embrace it, show me truth. You know? Show me the error. Show me why I feel this way. Embrace it. I forgive myself. If you've ever done wrong, if you murdered someone yesterday, forgive yourself today in this light of a brand new day, and go forward in every moment that follows with nothing more than love in your sights, in your state of being, and in your expression. And that's fine. And there is no other to judge you for that, save yourself. And if you find the peace within based on the one truth, the divine truth, everything's cushy. That's it. All the killing at the moment in the Middle East, it's just not in line with divine truth, is it? It's not loving. I find it incredible that there can be so many distortions based on ignorance and a desire to cheat and deceive. And I would say this to everyone that is in a religion or a government or a company or a house, all just a loving framework of form that we see as a human being, which is really the divine being human. And if there is any deceit or cheating projected knowingly towards other self, in every moment, in every instant of that deception found, it's like poison in food. When you do things that are detrimental to other self, and you do it with a knowing heart, every instance of those receiving that sentiment weighs upon your soul. Yeah, the one soul. And the one soul in this instance is you drawing out your experience in relation. And you've come here to break, yeah, the chain of error that you find based on how you're brought up in a loveless home. And that loveless home might not be apparent in the sense of punishments or whatever. It might be in rampant egos, you know, in the sense of a perception of self above other self, like in what we call a royal household, what we call a privileged household. You know, there's no privilege in error. There's no benefit in untruth. Yeah? You stand down from this, find the humility in knowing the reality of who you are here. All good. Anyway, so check out my writings and videos, just in the sense of establishing that relation with truth. And I hope I see the realization of my choice to deliver to you the opportunity to experience a process that will speedily deliver you from dis-ease and help you find peace in the arms of the one true creator, which you are. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Truth, love, happiness. I'm going to do video calls. It's okay, I can do that. It's a question of feeling the real you. If I don't feel the real you, I can't help you. But the bottom line is, there is one truth, one path, one way, and you can simply engage in that yourself. But it would be nice to have a sense of community that is based on a single foundation of love as the one truth. So help me build the community, because, as I say, this then creates that wave of change which will bring peace into the hearts and the minds and the soul of those seeking the truth. So let's build the community, share, inform, question, seek truth, and truth will come unto you. Yeah, the love all round being, just because it is.